We have the man himself was supposed to be here last week. Can I be honest? Can I be honest? Nigga, it's honest, boss. You know who you are.
Anyway,
What it say?
Easy does it thing, man.
Yeah,
we give thanks for life.
Yeah.
And to be alive today.
Yeah.
It's a blessing, man.
Yeah.
You know? It's a blessing.
How are you doing? How's everything going?
Everything is good. I can't complain. Good health. Getting to live it and doing what we can, you know. Yeah, man.
Do you expect someone calling you up for an interview and just appreciate your work? Sometimes you even sit down saying, have I been doing the right thing all this while?
Yeah, and that is like, it's one of the things that gets to even make me get to be more creative, you know. Because even when I get to walk on the street, one corner, Mr. Milz the Teacher, at Banji, Batika Kakali, and it's not. I'm not that artist that puts out music every month, every week, every whatnot, you know. But you find that people will get to talk about the works when we put them out. So it's an everyday thing, you know. So very motivating to the fullest. Yeah.
Let's talk about highlights on how your year this year's been on your side. You haven't been dropping music for a while now, like you know, there's singles, few songs here and there. Like, you know how some of us will expect so much. I don't know if you get it, but so much.
I know.
How has it been for you this year?
I got to put out a couple of releases, but they were not like I was supposed to, because I was a bit held up with some other personal things, you know. I'm not going to be honest. You can be honest, it's all right. So a couple of things that I was doing and personal, but I think 2023 I'm more on a musical journey, and I'm going to sarcastically get to release a lot of vibes, you know, which are going to be yatu, you know. So we're going to be there. But this year really has been on the easy side, on the slow side, and but I got to work with a couple of guys in the industry, and House of Rhythm from Austria. I got to release a song and another, and of course another brethren from Norway, based in Kenya now, called Osted Sound. I got to do 2 songs with him. One is yet to be released. Another one called Dalamken is already up and live on Boomplay and the many other platforms. So good vibes, but not very much, you know, because I was a bit, man.
Let's talk about your own person. I know you mentioned something to say this year has been on the easy bit, but I know you have been all doing your own personal analysis on how the industry is going so far. How would you describe the current state of Zambian music from your own opinion? Comparing the two, if you want to compare 2021 and 2022, is there a difference in between?
From it all, I feel the levels of creativity have really gone a notch up, and the only well, I'm Rasta, so even the works that I do, I get to keep a certain level of conscious. You see that? So from the works that I've seen being dropped, whichever genre of music, I've seen a certain increase of explicit content, you know, where you listen to a tune and you're wondering, but you find that the people are bopping to it, you know. But at the back of my mind, I'm thinking, but if we were to lay it, this is all content that should not be entertained, you know. But any which way, it's all creativity and whatnot. But at the end of the day, people need to get paid. That's what they say, and it's not up to nobody to decide. But that's me who's saying that, because I do conscious stuff, and the vibes that I get to work on have a certain line and path.
Can you agree with me that conscious music in Zambia is hard to sell?
It is, because even on radio, if I were to ask you, how much of it do you get to play? You know, so you find that a certain percentage of that is more on the, you know, but if you were to talk about music from people like Peter Bob, nobody knows who Peter Bob is. If you were to talk about music from Milz, it's because Milz has been having a couple of shows and a couple of interviews like this. You know, that's why people will know who Milz is. And of course, getting to be on bigger platforms where a mix of attendees and attendants will get to be at these gigs, so they'll know who Milz is. But on a regular day, very few will know, you know, that kind of vibe.
You have been in the industry for a while now.
Yeah.
How many years are we talking about?
I guess I'll just say for some time.
For some time.
For some time.
That sometimes looks like 30 plus. Or 20 plus.
I might say, I've seen them come and go. I've seen them. Yeah, I think that
Okay,
would be,
so the reason why I'm asking you about years is because I want to get to find out.
Yeah.
We are learning.
Yeah.
Okay, conversations are okay, dialogues are okay because we learn from each other.
Yeah.
This is not just in Zambia, but we've seen music sell because of what people are interested into.
Yeah.
And I'm sure from the easy that you have been, 2021, have you seen on how the trends have made songs become big songs? And you as an artist, how does it make you feel?
That element of a trend is what
Is it building music? Is it destroying music?
is paying people.
It's paying people, but is it building?
In the build-up, really, the morality itself is going down. You see that? It's going down because if you get to browse right now, let's flick on social media and most of the things that are getting to get the likes and the highest views, most of them are not stuff that you'd get to be comfortable with. You see that? That is why today people can get to take a selfie at an accident scene, because people want to see the opposite of what should be done. It's like I tell you, don't get to open this door. Trust me, you will get to open it when I'm not around. So that's the world we live in. You know, that's the world we live in. So the growth itself has an effect on the morality and all that. But of course, people want to fill up their belly and they want to get paid. So it all gets to go down to what you want to live with and what you decide to follow, you know?
Do we have the right to complain of the fact that we still complain saying Zambian music is getting the attention, but it's not getting the attention from the international level? Can it be the reason why that the trends are also the key factors?
Not really, not really. I think from the time that I've spent in the entertainment industry, the Zambian entertainment industry, I think what we need more to get to have a balance is deliberate policies, you know, because even the trend itself that we're talking about, you find that certain countries, before the trend gets to be ticked and recognized, there's a certain policy that will support the creatives. You see that? And it will cushion and get to push, because if we were good to walk on the street right now, we have so many talented youths, but the music production that they get to make for Milz and the many other artists is lent through observation. It's not academic. But if we have all these platforms, all these centers, all these policies that support the creatives, trust me, we'll just be flipping and dancing on the trends, because a trend is just a mere mirror of what we feel we need to support. Yeah? What we feel is going to build that industry. You know, so right now, we're just nipping and getting to chance, you know, maybe to work. Maybe, okay, let's try this, maybe to work. But because we don't have an established structure and form to get to say, okay, I'm stuck, but I need to get to go for this gig. These people are paying me this, and I can't get to be there. the system has to get to give you a backup so that you can get to represent your country to the fullest, you know. But look at the artists right now. I might get a gig, but you find that the terms and conditions will not give me a profit. So what do? I can't get to risk my way to Norway and Scandinavia and just get to go and show up because I need to show up. I need to have a certain level of condition that will protect me, probably in case I get to fall ill, that side, you know. But if that is not going to be met, it will be difficult. I have friends, I have artist friends that will want to come to Zambia. They don't even need to come and get the money from here because they've been supported by their cultural system where they come from. Everything paid for, everything done, including all forms of logistics that you can think of, done. What they need to do is just come and sit on a plane, kick off, fly and land, do their gig, and back.
We've been complaining for a while now, saying we don't have a system. I was having a conversation before you came in with another artist. Styles came through right here. She was talking about the same thing, system. Why not create our own system if we want to build the industry? We have been talking about system, but the system is us.
It's politics, man. We've survived. Look at us. we're getting 1 million views in the Zambian artist circles. You see that? The artist himself has done a part that is supposed to be done. But the political will and the political mission is what is going to hit up and get to question what we're talking about. It's like a protest, you know. I can get to hold a protest, but at the end of the day, it can even be a protest that will be there for 5 to 10 and 100 years. Yeah? As long as it is not put in the papers and the paperwork signed against and for, nothing will happen. It will just be there. For example, look at Kadarism. 2 days before, a Kada is the most powerful human being around. 2 days after, there's nobody. Why? Because somebody that has powers says, yo, this nonsense. Can I use nonsense here? Is it all right to use? Yeah. This nonsense, I don't want to see. And there's nobody. The streets, 9-year-old, 6-year-old can walk freely. Put on your jersey, red, green, blue, whatever it is that you want to put on. You walk freely, but before, you can't, and you wouldn't do that. So it's all politics and getting to feel it so that the artist's part, which has already been done, can get to be questioned. Look at when an artist gets to meet the maker. We get to contribute and want to lobby and get to look for money around, which is not right. A big artist dies today. Inbox. Guys, uyenze muntu watu tienti zonke sani. It doesn't need to be like that. It's because our paperwork as artists is not in place. You see that? Because you as an entertainer, you don't even have an insurance policy. But you are saving the community and giving a service to the people. Because it's equal to you not being appreciated to an extent. And yet you get to have gigs where you have 600 people coming to watch you. Collapse on stage. Next thing, I need to contribute for your coffee. Is that right? It's because the whole system and the setup needs to be rearranged. Yeah? So that I can get to have my children. I'm the artist. My children need to get to say, yo, that's my daddy. And they're getting to go to school because I have a certain policy that is on paper, not just, yeah?
2023, I know there's so many things that I wanted to find out from you, but due to time as well. 2023, as it comes from your side, anything that we should expect that's different?
Well, Milz is reggae and dancehall, and yeah, we'll cook it, dancehall and reggae to the fullest, and a couple of features here and there, surprise features from artists that are not reggae and dancehall, you know, because I want to dedicate the next year and a few years to come into the music energy that I feel, you know, because creatives is about energy. If you don't feel like, you know, so that's how I get to live it, you know. So I feel 2023 is going to be huge with a couple of releases. Already we're getting to work on a video that is talking about child rights, you know, because I stand for children's rights, and back in school as a teacher, I work with Global Fund on getting to be a voice for the learners, you know. So a couple of things that we are going to put out, you know. So look out for it and look out for them. Yeah.